The movie begins in a quiet Ukrainian village where a peaceful math teacher named Mykola lives a simple, happy life with his wife, Nastia, a talented wood artist who carves small statues with her hands. They are not rich, but they are deeply in love, building a future filled with small joys and quiet dreams. Mykola teaches children at a nearby school, adored by most of his students except for one spoiled, arrogant boy named Avon, who constantly mocks him for his worn-out clothes and humble background. Mykola never reacts with anger. He remains calm, patient, and kind, completely unaware that the peaceful world he cherishes is only moments away from being shattered forever. One day, news spreads that Russia has launched an invasion of Ukraine, and suddenly the distant sounds of war begin creeping closer to their quiet village. That same evening, Mykola receives life-changing news. Nastia is pregnant. Overwhelmed with happiness, he embraces her as they celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. But the next morning, while riding his bicycle to school, he notices unfamiliar soldiers wearing strange uniforms. He brushes it off as nothing serious. When he reaches the school, it is completely empty. The television confirms his worst fear. Russian soldiers have entered their region. Panic grips him, and he races back home, his heart pounding with dread. When Mykola arrives, his nightmare unfolds before his eyes. Russian soldiers are brutally beating his pregnant wife. He begs them to stop, shouting that she is carrying his child, but his pleas fall on deaf ears. They burn his house to the ground, and when Nastia tries to resist, one of the soldiers shoots her without hesitation. She dies instantly. Mykola collapses beside her lifeless body, screaming in agony as everything he loved is reduced to ashes. His home is gone. His unborn child is gone. His entire world is gone in a single gunshot. Ukrainian soldiers later arrive and help him bury Nastia. As he stands over her grave, something inside him changes. The gentle teacher who once solved equations and guided children now feels nothing but burning rage. He decides there is only one way to survive this pain: revenge. He joins the Ukrainian army, carrying with him a small wooden statue Nastia carved for protection. At the base, the commanding officer initially suspects him of being a spy, but after hearing his story, he allows him to enlist. Mykola has no experience with weapons, yet he has nothing left to lose. Training begins, and Mykola struggles. While others assemble rifles with ease, he fumbles awkwardly. Soldiers laugh at him. Even when he requests the codename Raven, they mock him. But Mykola doesn't break. He trains late into the night while others sleep. He absorbs every instruction with relentless focus. When volunteers are asked to step forward for sniper training, he does not hesitate. The officer doubts him and challenges him to assemble a rifle in 20 seconds. Mykola blindfolds himself and completes the task in 18. The laughter stops instantly. He is given an outdated rifle while others receive modern weapons. During sniper endurance tests, gunshots explode beside him, yet he does not flinch. In blindfold accuracy trials, he narrowly misses due to his old weapon. Then comes the impossible challenge, hitting a target at night using only the light of a flare. Others fail, firing blindly. Mykola waits. He calculates distance using angles and timing, applying mathematics instead of impulse. When he pulls the trigger, the shot lands perfectly. Silence falls over the training ground. From that day forward, he earns his name, Raven. Soon, Raven is deployed on his first mission. His team positions themselves near a checkpoint overtaken by Russian soldiers. They wait for the perfect moment to strike. When Russian troops begin harassing innocent civilians, beating them and stealing their passports, the order is given. In one synchronized breath, Ukrainian snipers fire. The enemy falls instantly. It is Raven's first real kill, and the transformation from teacher to soldier becomes undeniable. Back at base, Raven learns that many of his fellow soldiers have been killed by a legendary Russian sniper known as Siri, a ghost who never misses and posts videos of his kills to break morale. During another mission, Raven encounters a group of Russian soldiers, and among them is Avon, his former student. For a split second, he hesitates. The boy who once mocked him is now his enemy. The colonel orders him to shoot. Raven detonates nearby mines instead, killing them all, including Avon. The colonel reminds him that on the battlefield, there are no students, only threats. Over time, Raven grows close to the colonel, who shares stories about his family, daughters who don't even know he is a soldier. In return, Raven opens up about Nastia's death. The bond between them strengthens, but fate strikes again when they spot the very soldier who murdered Raven's wife. He asks for permission to shoot. The colonel refuses, fearing it will expose their position. Consumed by fury, Raven fires anyway, killing the man. Seconds later, a single bullet from Siri strikes the colonel in the head. He dies instantly. Raven's revenge costs him dearly. Chaos erupts as Russian forces bombard their location. Raven drags the colonel's body through gunfire and retreats. Guilt crushes him. His impulsive revenge has caused another death. From that moment on, his mission expands. It is no longer just about his wife, it is about ending Siri. When he later encounters two Russian snipers, he eliminates them both despite being shot in the arm. Even wounded, he refuses to stop. The major briefs the team about Siri's terrifying reputation. He has killed Ukraine's best snipers and never changes position. He thrives in psychological warfare. A plan is formed. Two diversion teams will attack from the front and rear, while Raven infiltrates the building to eliminate Siri from within. The stakes are enormous. Failure means death. As the operation begins, Raven slips silently inside the building. He kills two soldiers without hesitation and signals his team. Gunfire erupts outside as the diversion unfolds. Siri senses something is wrong. When he checks the rooftop, he finds one of his own men dead. Reinforcements are 10 minutes away. 10 minutes that will decide everything. Siri returns to his position and notices a small wooden statue placed before him. Nastia's statue. Confusion flashes across his face. Before he can react, Raven lunges at him. A brutal struggle ensues. Raven overpowers him and drives a blade into Siri, ending the reign of Russia's deadliest sniper once and for all. Another Russian sniper hears the commotion, but Raven throws a grenade before he can respond. The explosion shakes the building. Moments later, Siri's backup arrives, unaware their champion is dead. Raven answers their call, taunting them, then shoots the truck driver, triggering chaos. Ukrainian snipers open fire from hidden positions, eliminating the remaining Russians in a ruthless ambush. The battlefield finally falls silent. Siri is dead. The colonel is avenged. The soldier who killed Nastia is gone. But Raven's transformation is complete. The math teacher who once solved equations in a quiet classroom has become a weapon forged by loss and sharpened by war. Days later, Raven stands before Nastia's grave. The wind moves gently across the earth that covers her. He kneels holding the wooden statue she once carved with love. His promise has been fulfilled. The enemies responsible for her death have paid the price. Yet the war still rages beyond the horizon. If you were in his place, if the man who destroyed your family stood in your sights, would you have pulled the trigger, even if it meant risking everyone beside you? Tell me in the comments below, because in moments like that, a single decision can change everything. Raven rises from the grave and walks away, not as the broken teacher he once was, but as a legend whispered among soldiers. And that's where this intense story comes to an end. If you enjoyed this epic recap, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you're the first to never miss another powerful movie breakdown. Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this with someone who loves war dramas, and check out our other recaps for more unforgettable stories. Until the next one, stay ready for another cinematic experience.